What? 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 Why can't you? 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 I did this. Why can't you?
Mikey's not back in time. Hi, and welcome to Headliners. I am Tim. Mikey is somewhere. It's his birthday, so he can do what he wants. Before we get into the show proper, like and subscribe, become a member on YouTube. And we are doing the challenge by the end of this month. This is like 25 more days. We need 1,000 subs. We're at 892. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell them to tell their friends. Let's do this multi-level marketing thing where everyone tells 7 people to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And by like the 5th generation of it, we'll have all people in the world subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Made it.
Yeah.
I made it right before the intro finished.
You did. It's your birthday, so we'll let it slide.
Hi, y'all. Dramatic entrance.
I was just explaining the new multi-level marketing approach to our subscribers. So everyone who subscribes gets like 5 friends to subscribe, and and then they get 5 friends to subscribe, and then at like the 7th generation, the whole world will be subscribed to our YouTube channel
for decades to come. We will have a fan base. Oh, there we go.
We have a super chat.
Lovely.
2 British pounds. Afternoon peeps. Love and sausages. XX.
Those are the kisses, I believe.
Where are the O's?
No O's today. No hugs.
No hugs.
Which is the kiss and which is the hug? Because maybe the crisscrossing arms is the X.
Oh, and the circle is like the
smooch is the
O. Yeah.
So he gave us hugs. No kisses. Okay, that's fine. Hi, Russell.
Yes. And yes, Muttley, what I was describing was a pyramid scheme. We are a pyramid scheme now, officially.
Well, if you're just going to name call. Don't fall asleep. It's exciting. Thanks, Billy. Thanks, Chris. Russell! What the hell?
The onions have invaded the chat already.
Yeah, that's what I'm having for birthday. A freaking onion cake.
Hey, listen, onion cake is good. Scallion pancakes, delicious. Oh, Mikey, you don't even do the scallion pancakes?
Fuck is wrong with you? That is disgusting.
They're delicious and flaky and delicious. Get him, Zero.
Zero, that man's got a leaf blower. You don't stand a chance.
Speaking of birthdays, it is almost
across the yard.
It is also almost my dog Zeus's birthday. His birthday is sometime this week. I forget the exact day.
Zero was born on the 30th of November.
Ah, yeah.
Right
Zeus
after
is
Thanksgiving.
Zeus is the first week of August, like the late in the week, like the 7th ish. But he turns.
Okay.
He turns 13.
Did you know that I am TikTok famous?
You're TikTok famous?
I had no idea up until like a month ago.
Where's the money?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't really. I didn't even set the thing up all the way. It's like your profile is 38% complete. I'm like, that's all you need.
You need my name, and that's it.
Yeah.
My zip code, maybe.
Just put out the videos, okay? I made a video making fun of, well, not making fun of, just like showing off the tornado sirens that we have. Because there's one very close to me. And it goes off the first Tuesday of every month at 10.
I used to live near one of those.
I did not even budge. I was so tired. Didn't hear it. My wife was like, you didn't wake up for the siren? I was like, Oh, is it past 10? She's like, yeah. I was like, oh, yeah. Nah, missed it. But yeah, but it's 40,000 views on that thing already.
Damn, you are internet famous. It's more
I
than
was
any of our videos on YouTube.
That's why I was like, what the fuck is up with these notifications? This is the same like. What is the like? What is this? I don't know what this is. Because all the buttons are different. So I just thought it was like fucked up. No, it was a one video. I guess everybody in the Midwest can relate to sirens scaring the dog shit out of you.
Super
Thank you.
birthday present for Mikey, which he's not getting that money.
I'm not getting any of the money today. We're donating the money.
Yeah. Yeah, happy birthday for Mikey. Birthday present of 20 British pounds from Russell Cannon.
Thank you. I will show.
Oh, you have the video?
They're not out right now. Yeah, they won't let us do the little donate thing. So I was gonna have the little donate button on the bottom.
Yeah, yeah.
We're not at 1,000 people, so I can't do that button. So we'll have to just like show you guys that we donated it. Like
Listen,
screenshots or something.
maybe if we get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this episode, tell your friends, tell 5 of your friends, and have them tell 5 of their friends. And then we'll have some sort of shitty product we think we can sell people that all the people who subscribe have to buy, because that's how it works, right? Everyone has to buy the product.
It's we get a new mouse. Oh, a dice set.
Ooh, a dice set.
Oh, you guys want to see what I got for my birthday? Look at this. Check this out.
Yeah.
Jack Skellington ramen bowl. Hello. We're doing big things over here.
I wonder which
random dice set, and it was green.
Oh, that's a nice green. I like that.
It is. It's like a emerald with a little bit of black.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I like it. But yes, I got that from none other than this guy. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I got a thing coming later today. A package.
Yeah. Mikey, you and my wife have to fight it out for biggest Nightmare Before Christmas fan.
Is her dog named Zero?
No.
Oh, you got to go all in. Got to go all in. I slid all my chips up.
She wants to get one of those giant like Jack Skellingtons as like a Christmas decoration for our yard.
Well, since you just said that, I win because you would actually put it up for Halloween. Halloween would be the much bigger decorating holiday than Christmas.
Someone in our old neighborhood like had that, and it was out like from Halloween to Christmas.
Do you know that? Did you see the viral thing with the floating? Oh, you didn't. Never mind. Hey guys, thanks for fucking reminding me. I'm putting a note on my computer right now. Tim, we were talking for quite some time, and this is the last of the banter, probably. Sorry, guys, we're just rambling here.
We got another super chat.
Okay.
5 British pounds from Muttley. Now try to roll the dice into the bowl with the chopsticks.
Who do you think you're talking to, Mr. Muttley? I will open this right now. This is a fresh pack.
nothing like the smell of a fresh pair of dice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Smells like resin.
Smells like victory. Smells like 20s is what it smells like. Smells like crits. All right, here's the chopsticks. What am I rolling? The D20?
Yeah, do the hard. Yeah, do the hardest one, the D20.
That's the easiest one. It's the biggest one.
Yeah, but it's got the most corners. It's the most round.
It's got square spots. You just got to hit it right. No. All right, hold on. Other dice, get out of the way. I need some room to work here. Can you see? Oh, there it is.
We can see the dice, but not the bowl. I think you got to move the bowl towards yourself a little bit. There you go. There you go.
Hijo de puta.
I told you it's the most round one.
If I hadn't moved a freaking bowl up, I would have had it up there. All right. Level playing field. Those could just be in there already, because that's what I've decided that this bowl will become, because it's too. I was talking to Tim about it yesterday. It's painted.
Yeah, you don't want to ruin that.
I don't want to wash it. So the only way I can ensure that I never wash it is if I never eat out of it. So it will be my dice bowl. All right, back at it. Oh, wait, can you see?
There you go. That's better.
There we go. And these are the circular chopsticks, by the way. Not
yes, this is like
square ones.
He's making a skill roll for use chopsticks. So far, he's rolled ones.
Oh, come on.
DC 10.
I had it. There we go. Are you kidding me?
That was a 1. That was he rolled a nat 1 on that one.
Third time's a charm.
Here, I'll roll your
off the edge, and it dinged off the edge where there isn't bowl, so it would have went in. All right, there we go on camera. God damn, stay on camera, you. Come on, we got this.
Wow.
That's how I'm going to be doing Delta Green. Hold on, guys. Oh, shit, rolled off the thing. I love the slot for.
Yeah, I like the slot for the sticks. Yeah, I have a bowl like that.
And for slurping, you just put your hand on the side, and you can shotgun the whole thing down. It's fantastic. There you
go. You were gonna say before you got terribly sidetracked by dice rolling.
I don't remember.
Oh,
I remember. Watch a long Stranger Things. We have been trying to get some, because me and Tim are movie nerds. We like a good film. Tim's a director, enters film festivals and the such. He has never seen Stranger Things.
I've never seen Stranger Things.
So I think we can have a fun week by week, episode by episode thing, because this is a rare treat that someone hasn't seen it. And it's such good cinema and good story and genre wise right up your alley. I think we have a perfect storm.
I'll be the judge of that.
Stranger Tims. Tims are strange. No. We'll work on the name.
Stranger Danger. No.
A director's first watch of Stranger.
No.
I did it. Oh wait, I need it.
Tim Danger.
Because that's D&D. That's a D&D show. Only.
It's D&D?
Yeah.
I thought it was about like ghosts and whatnot.
No. See, I told you, you got to watch it. Daily Blase.
What's going on?
What's up?
So, aside from banter, what's going on out there in what's this
channel? This is the Save a Fox channel.
Oh yes.
So,
that's what we'll be setting aside today's money for.
They save all these little foxes.
There's foxes that live in my backyard. And a bear.
And a bear, apparently.
A bear. I'm not kidding. Hold on. I got pictures. You got
proof.
I know Pixar didn't happen. But let's bam. Nope, that's Mikey.
Every time. It's like you go to flash people and you pulled my pants down.
That's the bear in my backyard yesterday morning.
It's a guy in a suit.
There he is, just
It's a
hanging
guy
out,
in a suit.
just chilling. Just 50 feet from my house.
It's your neighbor.
So I went outside to let the dogs out a little earlier because they woke me up early. And like 30 minutes later, the time that I would usually let the dogs out, the bear was in the backyard. I would have, because like I don't normally put the dogs on a leash because our yard is so big, they don't really go anywhere.
Right. They're
But
like
like
all the way at the edge. I'll have to walk back.
So like Zeus wouldn't see the bear because he's fucking blind, but Apollo would and like lose his goddamn shit.
Leave me back, Apollo. Apollo.
But yeah, there was a bear. So I have bears and foxes in my backyard. And I reported the bear to like the state environmental protection agency so they can track it.
He reported the bear directly to RFK.
RFK. Mikey was like, put a picture of RFK out there.
RFK will be back later today. They'll have to not risk it, you know.
Russell Cannon says he's glad they don't have bears in the UK. Yeah, that's the first time I've encountered a bear. I live in the fucking woods now.
You live in the forest.
I live in the forest on a mountain.
Oh,
of
yeah,
course, there's bears.
It's bear time.
But yes, hopefully the Connecticut State Environmental Protection Agency can track the bear, make sure it don't hurt nobody. They say not to approach the bear. But I've learned from the survivalist show Alive to say, hey, bear.
Hey, bear. Hey, bear. Hey, bear. Hey, bear.
Do we have actual news? Is there actual news today?
Yeah, you know, I got the playlist. You know, I don't sleep, you see. And when I don't sleep, I watch a lot of YouTube, a lot of local news YouTube. So I find scoops. I delve into the ether like that dude from Constantine who rolls his eyes at the back of his head. I pull out the foil and I let it stream in and I sift through. And this is me. This is where my life is. I was trying to find Christie's thing. Where was it? Oh my God, a 10-year-old girl died alone in hospital after being tortured and abused by her own father and his girlfriends in Arizona.
Well, that's horrible.
It gets worse. DCFS didn't inform the girl's uncle until after the girl passed away. That happens more than you would like. That these kids like, hey, Ellie, fall through the cracks. Which is crazy because like as soon as people will be like, women should have a right to choose, they're like, no, you should do adoption. And it's like, well, have you seen the foster care situation? Like how that works? Like there's no like orphanages anymore. They all go to like these Christian, like hyper religious, fundamentalist Christian homes. And so they get completely indoctrinated in that dog shit, and it's a nightmare. Or they're just used for money.
So I've kind of directly encountered this because the wife and I were thinking about adopting. And if you're not going with some sort of Christian joint, it's a lot of money. Like late capitalism stages of money. You're paying like $80,000 to adopt a kid. Like it feels like you're just buying a person, and it's very weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's only a few. I think that's why they charge so much, is there's only a few like nationwide non-Christian adoption agencies. Otherwise you're going, look, I got emails from so many places like, God wants you to adopt a child, and I'm like, oh no,
here we go. They've sold my name to an email list.
Sometimes they hide the Christianity until you're like, in. And then they're like, hey, by the way,
which church do you guys belong to?
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know.
We're Universalist Unitarians. Universalist Unitarians. We believe in everything.
I think today is largely going to be, if there was going to be a theme, is did the linchpin get pulled? Let's see.
Known artist and Georgia native is making national headlines after the cancellation of one of her exhibits.
To Georgia.
Amy Sherrill is best known for these portraits you see behind me, including one of the former First Lady Michelle Obama and other works, of course, featuring Black subjects and culture. It was a newer work, though, that's at the center of this controversy. Political reporter Doug Reardon is live at the High Museum in Midtown Atlanta. And Doug, Sherrill has worked with them in the past.
Yeah, she's also a Colombian.
Fresh off the Thor set.
Yeah, I expected an Australian accent out of him.
Of Clark Atlanta University. She has shown work here at the High Museum and at
He's got McKinnon's here.
Spelman College's Museum of Fine Arts. But it was a more recent work in a show at the National Portrait Gallery Smithsonian Institute in Washington, D.C. that's at the center of this story. This is the portrait in question, created by Georgia native and acclaimed portrait artist Amy Sherrill. It depicts a trans woman posing in the same stance as the Statue of Liberty. It's called Transforming America.
So the larger narrative of this is the erasure of trans people.
Everett Long, an Atlanta-based art expert and collector, was disappointed to hear that the work all but upended Sherrill's upcoming show at the Smithsonian Portrait Gallery in D.C., set to begin this September.
That story
Which, if you're an artist, it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Like, this is like winning a couple of Super Bowls after you won the Masters. Like, this is big shit.
she's telling, and this gets broken when you have an organization who wants to destroy an artist's image.
The Smithsonian told us Friday they were willing to show the portrait, but would only do so if it was accompanied by a video for what they called context. Sherrill later.
So they want to explain the piece.
Yeah.
I need you to explain your art, please.
But my art is subjective.
No, I want you to list out exactly what it is and what it's not, please.
but it's impressionist.
But no, you need to make. I need to make sure that you're not gonna, have a multiple meaning here. So I want to really just paint you into a corner about your own fucking piece.
But one of my heroes is Jackson Pollock.
Fuck that. I'm with her. Cancel. Fucking throw it away. I don't even. No one can see it now. Fuck it.
Canceled the show. By presenting and contextualizing art, the Smithsonian aims to inspire, challenge, and impact audiences in meaningful and thoughtful ways, a spokesperson with the Smithsonian told us. Unfortunately, we cannot come to an agreement with the artist.
No, you don't get to do that to me.
Yeah.
You put it on the wall or you don't.
Smithsonian may have been placating a Trump administration executive order signed this year. The Restoring...
Is he putting pubic hair on that page?
Mikey, you live for it or you die for it.
You're right.
You live for it and you die for it.
About what? Sanity to American History Act, as it's called, prohibits federal funds from going towards exhibits or programs that degrade shared American values.
Like what?
This motherfucker bankrupted casinos and slept with porn stars while his wife was recovering from having his kid. What is that? What we're supposed? Is that what she should have painted? Is that what the painting should have been? Is he mad he didn't get one? She can pay him one. Hyper realistic. Him eating McDonald's on the shitter.
But I understand that they're probably honestly nervous. They're scared, right? There's a lot of fear, and that's on purpose for her to pour her life into that and then get somewhere that says, break apart your vision. Your vision is not valid. The story that you're telling, we don't want it. I'm sure that has to be an insult to her.
And in fact, we did hear from Cheryl just
Yeah, I still thought Australian was coming out. I don't know what
Yeah, me too. I wanted to be like Crocky.
And here we are at the scene.
before we came on air here at 5:30. She said it was her decision to cancel this show ultimately
He knows he looks like him, right?
I know.
He's leaning into it.
because it was in her
Put on
words
the accent.
clear that the conditions no longer support the integrity of the work as conceived. We're in Midtown. Doug Reardon, Atlanta News First.
She said, fuck that. I'm not going.
The Mesa County Sheriff is taking aim at Attorney General Phil Weiser, saying the AG is sending a demoralizing message, his words, to law enforcement by unfairly enforcing the state's law against sharing information with federal immigration officials. Deborah 7's Ryan Fish live in the newsroom now. And Ryan,
The same thing they got caught up in, what was that? Algonquin? One of those cities up here in Illinois. One of the sheriffs was going into the database and leaking all that information to ICE. He's
is
fired.
the actions of a sheriff's deputy from Mesa County that brought to light that Signal group chat with ICE and other agencies.
That's right, Shannon. There's a lot going on here, so let's start from the beginning. Last month, a Mesa County deputy conducted a traffic stop on a 19-year-old college student from the University of Utah who's originally from Brazil. Now, the Attorney General's office says she had an expired
Gang member.
visa, but no criminal
He's Trende Agua.
That's a young lady.
history, and that the deputy then used
Yep.
that Signal group chat to alert ICE. The deputy let her go, but ICE arrested her shortly afterwards, and she spent 2 weeks at the Geo facility in Aurora.
That's not your job, bucko.
Nope.
You went outside of your fucking duties reporting to ICE. Who the fuck told you that you're allowed to call them?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, you're supposed to like get special permission and all that. You're supposed to like talk to higher ups first before you even consider that.
That is completely outside of the law.
Yeah.
Attorney General Phil Weiser then filed a
Chris, that's how they get you. That's how the recruitment works. Don't fall for it, Chris. Oh, shit.
lawsuit against that deputy, claiming he violated Colorado's law against sharing information with immigration officials. Now that brings us to today. The Mesa County Sheriff released an administrative review where he apologized to the college student and says his department should not have been involved in what led to her detention.
You want to talk about motherfucking lawsuit?
Yep.
Huge deprivation of rights. Big monies.
He also announced discipline for 5 sheriff's deputies, including the one at the center of.
Let's see. Oh, let me see.
He also announced discipline
On June 5th, 2025, Carolyn Diaz Goncalves was detained by Immigration and Customs Enforcement officials outside of Fruita, Colorado. Her detainment was facilitated as a result of her information being shared by Mesa County Sheriff Deputy Alexander Zwinnick to a group chat containing representatives from a local, state, federal enforcement partners, including Homeland Security investigations and Immigration and Customs Enforcement. As a Mesa County Sheriff, I take full responsibility for this incident. Good. The Mesa County Sheriff's Office has well-established practices limiting our involvement in immigration enforcement. However, the administrative review conducted in response to Ms. Diaz-Goncalves' detainment highlighted the need for enhanced training and clarification of evolving legal responsibilities under Colorado State Senate Bill 25-276, which had been signed into law 13 days prior to this stop. As sheriff, see, this is what we were talking about before. Trump-proofing your state.
Yeah.
And putting in these little ticky-tack things that slow this administration down. He goes on to say, as sheriff, I take seriously our duty to ensure deputies remain informed of legal changes impacting our operations. Based on our findings, the Mesa County Sheriff's Office should not have had any role in the chain of events leading to Ms. Diaz-Goncalves' detention, and I regret that this occurred. I apologize to Ms. Diaz-Goncalves. That's the right move.
Yeah.
Because that's not their job. They are fucking Uber for you to a judge, and that is it. Did you do something bad enough to see a judge? Okay, you gotta come with me. If not, stop it or leave you alone.
For 5 sheriff's deputies, including the one at the center of Weiser's lawsuit, who will get 3 weeks of unpaid leave and get reassigned.
Oh, so look at this. Look at this. Suspended for 3 weeks. And he's off the task force. And he's just going to be doing traffic patrol.
He's just going to be doing.
Because clearly you don't know how to read. And this guy got 2 weeks.
Yeah,
he's off the task force.
Sergeant only got 2 days.
Yeah, what's that about? Received a letter of reprimand to be placed permanently in his permanent. Okay.
But the sheriff says his department is being unfairly treated. He claims the other agencies in this group chat, like Colorado State Patrol, also share information with ICE.
Ooh, he's snitching. He said, go look through State Patrol. State Patrol too, they in there too.
And should be held to the same legal standard.
He's right. They all should not be doing it. I couldn't agree more. What is the names of the people that you think will be in that group chat, if you don't mind?
Or Weiser should drop the lawsuit and let the agencies just handle it themselves. Denver 7 has reached out to the Mesa County Sheriff's Office for comment, and CSP denies they violated the law, but they do say they are no longer sharing information in that group chat. The Attorney General's office says it's investigating if there were other officers in this group chat who broke the law, and we'll keep following up on this developing story.
So apparently Signal is the place to be.
Apparently.
That's where all the fascism is. This is so good.
You love to echo softly.
All right. Enough with the music, brother.
Yeah, damn.
No. Okay. I just keep seeing you drive by. I was just curious if you were lost or something.
No, not at all.
I'm gonna put some crowd noise to get rid of the music. Hold on, y'all.
Business?
I mean, kinda.
No, it's not.
I mean, it kinda is.
I mean, it's kind of not.
I mean, you keep driving in front of my house for some reason or another, and I would like
I'm
to
driving
drive
around the whole block. How am I just driving in front of your house?
Exactly. It's weird.
What's weird about me driving around?
Yeah, it's weird. Weirdo.
Well, where I'm from, you see somebody busting a block around there, either somebody about to get shot or you're looking for somebody to mess with or something.
If I was looking,
bro, where are you from? Where they got drive-bys? Where, sir? Where in the country are you from? You got some damn redneck fucking drive-bys going by. Chester's coming with his rifle in his pickup truck. Boy, shut your cornbread mouth ass up. Where I'm from, shut your ass up.
to shoot somebody, I would have did it.
Okay.
That don't make sense.
Okay.
You don't know what I'm doing, so you want to stop. You want to literally come in the middle of the road and stop my car.
Let's double check. 55 seconds we were at.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. What are you doing, motherfucker? What are you plan? You trying to what is your plan there?
He's just standing there.
I'll just stand here and the car will ricochet off of my American pride.
Scott says maybe he lives at McDonald's.
And you have no idea what I'm doing because I'm just driving around the block.
And I was just trying to.
Okay. Y'all, why is this black man driving around the block?
Yeah, how dare he?
Why? There's a reason. And if you're a parent, you already got a head start. Why would somebody be driving around the block repeatedly in this car? We'll give him a second.
He's giving out candy.
Throwing ice cream cones. Because I've almost deployed this tactic, but I just can't motivate myself to do it.
I have no idea.
All right, I gave you guys a good head start. I'm gonna hit play because this is only a minute left.
Do you own this block?
No, but I pay for.
You paid there.
House. Yes.
There. Okay. How about going to your house? Don't step in front of the street again. You want my license plate? Go ahead.
I do.
Go ahead, get it. It's back there.
He can only make left turns.
How is he ever going to get out?
He lives in like a
You done?
perfectly like a
You call
roundabout.
MPs?
There was the first hint.
What house you live in? Right here, the red one? All right, don't worry. I'll be right back, okay? I'm gonna go put my daughter away because that's what I was doing. I was riding around to put my child to sleep. Why you so fucking nosy?
Why can you say
Because it's not none of your business. I don't need to tell you shit. That's the crazy part, right? Because
He said, well, why didn't you just tell me? Why can't I just be nosy? Look, black man, I'm asking you. Look, I stood in the middle of the street. I asked you a question.
Wow.
Why didn't you answer me? You could have just answered me. The caucasity.
I'm gonna go put my daughter away because that's what I was doing. I was riding around to put my child to sleep. Why you so fucking nosy?
Why can you say
Because it's not none of your business. I don't need to tell you shit. That's the crazy part, right? Because we live here. You don't know me from a can of paint. I don't know you, but I seen you eyeing me every time I came around.
Tell him.
Because it's kind of weird.
Because it's kind of weird that I want to put my child to sleep. I don't got to tell you what I'm doing. I don't got to tell you shit. Not a damn thing. I got a 1-year-old in the car and I'm trying to put her to sleep. But you're so fucking nosy that you want to watch me go around the block 8 times. And I knew you was going to do some fuck shit. I really knew you was going to do some shit. But it's all right. I'll be right back. I'm going to go put my daughter away and we can have a man-to-man talk. All right? Yep.
Yo, peep that his girlfriend has been on the fucking porch the whole time, like, oh shit. I'ma just blend into the background. I'm talking about she was sitting on the fucking porch the whole time. Congratulations, homie, you played yourself. Now they're on a military base. This is military housing. Everyone there is a fucking soldier. Everyone is a soldier, an active duty military person. Everybody, or the spouse of one. So, dude, why are you over here mean mugging motherfuckers driving around? You don't even live in reality, dog. You're not even in a real place. Like, that's not a real town.
We got a question from Allie in the chat. Racism, has it went up in the US because of Trump, or has it always been there? Social media just putting it out there. I think there's always an amount, a good amount, a large amount of racism in this country.
American-sized portion of
like even in places that you would consider very liberal.
Yeah.
Like the state of Connecticut has a huge history of racism in so many ways. Redlining being one of them. There's we have de facto segregation in schools. It's always there.
Yes.
But I don't think it's something that's ever really like, there's usually times where it's like when Obama was president. You know what? Trump didn't bring out the racists, but he has given them carte blanche to do shit, to do whatever they wanted. Like they've always been there, but they've never been as socially accepted, at least in modern times, as they are right now. I would say, like,
I feel like it's a little column A, little column B, but mostly these people have already been here. Like, these are not like, immigrants or aliens that just drop in from Klepton 74. Like, these people have always been like this. And the Trump part is they're not like keeping it to their private little text groups anymore.
Yeah.
They're just posting it on X because it won't get banned anymore. So this is just a lot more people seeing what people were talking about. Like, so when Black Lives Matter started after Michael Brown got shot, and they were like, oh, they're just doing this. They're making all these excuses. Okay, well then everybody was told start recording everything. Even if they tell you to stop recording, just record them anyway. Or you know what, go live. That was the original thing. Is everybody would just go live when they were getting pulled over, and then the cops would have to behave because they didn't want to get busted on camera after Laquan McDonald and all these other so it's Castillo. Like there was a bunch of opportunities for America to kind of like slow down and exit ramp and do all this. They just chose not to. I'm talking about more than half of the country when Black Lives Matter was the thing, they said all lives matter. The most dismissive fucking thing you can say. And they were like, they almost shut down the NFL over Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Like they refuse to accept any culpability in the systematic racism that's in this society. Absolutely refuse.
Yeah.
Complete denial.
No, and it's always been like some stage of denial. Like it's not one of the biggest arguments I've seen all the time is that, well, you're just being racist against white people. Or like, you know,
that's the newer thing.
I'm not the racist here. You are. Like
Right.
you're the one, your PC fucking woke culture is racist against everyone who's not you. Why are you being so terrible? I'm not the racist. I'm not the white nationalist. You are.
Well, look how far black women have come in colleges. That means some white dude didn't get in there.
And I don't
like okay.
I don't
Get
know
your grades up. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know if you watched all of the Surrounded with Jake Uger.
Oh, I didn't even start it.
Okay. There's a part in there where he gets asked about affirmative action.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that he was very against affirmative action.
Yeah.
And some of the arguments against affirmative action is that affirmative action is racist. It's promoting one race over the other. And that's one of the arguments that was made to the Supreme Court, when really it was just leveling the playing field.
Right, because the referees and the players were on the same team, so they would just cheat. So this took out some of their incentive to cheat. And I mean, the fact that it had to be put in the first place is kind of emblematic of the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. So America is an enigma of a country, a word that Trump doesn't know.
He's never used it before.
He's never used it. He doesn't know what it is. We are such a diverse country in actuality. Like we have people of all races and colors and ideologies and religions and all that stuff. But for some reason, and I say this as a white person, all the white people got to be fucked up about it.
I have a theory.
Okay.
So I watched a pretty sweet video. And you know how like older buildings are like a pain in the ass to like destroy. Like let's say you want to take down like a shack or like an old barn. Like I was telling my wife, we were driving through some fields and stuff like that. And she's like, "Oh, their barn is all torn up. They should just tear it down, put something else up there." I was like, I bet you I know why it's still sitting there. I was like, that motherfucker's full of asbestos and lead paint and shit like that. And you got to have like a full fucking hazmat suit. You got to have rebreathers, respirators or whatever. And you can't. I mean, asbestosis and serious lead contamination is irreversible.
Oh yeah, you get lung cancer from asbestos real quick.
It's bad shit. Bad shit. So yeah, they're gonna leave that barn up there until it hopefully just never falls over because you don't want to pay all that much. And so I watched this video and it was about lead in people. So this guy was like collecting his baby teeth from his parents, and then they went to get it tested, and you can see where the lead is in the baby tooth. Like you can scan it.
That's crazy.
And so you can see if it was like from like if you got it in utero or if you got it through the atmosphere, like outside of that. The large thing that I gathered from this excellent little video essay, while we were so focused on getting rid of the lead paint, everyone kind of forgot that there was an entire generation that sat in traffic, that went on road trips, that was like, riding buses and tunnels. They had leaded fucking gas, dude.
Nah. Wait, I know where you're going with this little hypothesis. Do you think that it's because they're all fucking crazy? Like,
They're
actually,
full of lead. That's the only explanation, Tim. And then COVID fucking spiked something in their lead-addled brains, and they've completely lost it. They're unstable. They don't sense doesn't work on them. It's got to be the gas. It's got to be the lead gas.
I mean, Mikey, that is such a kind consideration that you think it's not the fact that they're just fucked up racists.
Well, they were
exactly,
that. They were that, but they can't hold it in anymore. The COVID unlocked the lead in their brains, and they're just permanently stuck on stupid.
Once again, you're being very generous to all the fucking white nationalists out there.
No, those guys can fucking eat one. Those guys can eat one.
Yeah, boy.
But I'm just saying, we keep trying to get through to these people. Like, that person might be lead poisoned. Like, we don't know.
Here's the crazy thing, and this is something that happens like within my family, is that we haven't even gotten over like racism of some Italian people against other Italian people. So I don't know what hope there is for like the bigger issues.
Like the one bad guy that could get us all together is billionaires.
Yeah.
But still, way too many white people are over here like, I might be a billionaire. No, you won't. No, you won't. They're not going to let you in their little club. You're just going to be down here with us. Just stop it. You're not getting up there. You're stuck down here.
They'll
if
just
you are poor, you are colored. You're colored broke. Joe broke ass over here.
And that's the other thing. Like, it's racism plus classism plus anti-religious sentiments. Like, there's so many ways that, and I think Bernie Sanders says it best. There's so many ways that like the people can be divided up. That's what they want.
All them black people are getting the jobs that we white people used to have.
Exactly.
Those uppity women now, they want the right to choose.
One of the things on the Cenk Uygur surrounded that made sense from him was that he said the same thing Bernie Sanders said, is that they're trying to divide everyone up whatever way they can with these social policies. He means they in a different way that I mean they. He meant all politicians. I just mean crazy conservative fascists. But it's true. They're always trying to like divide us up on everything. Name an issue, a social policy issue. You can do a wedge. Exactly. The border is a wedge. Gay marriage is a wedge. Abortion is a wedge.
Next, they'll be marrying ducks. So stupid.
Unfortunately,
I would definitely marry a duck over a MAGA person. Come here, Quacky. Quacky Brown.
Let me just finish hitting the record button. But yeah, man, like it's and I think the one thing that the conservatives, the MAGA folk, weren't considering is that they have a wedge issue, and it's Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, are you guys still talking about him?
Are you guys still talking about him? God,
it's so messy now. It's getting so messy now.
When we signed on to do the show, I saw on NBC that they had subpoenaed the Clintons.
Yeah. Good. But this is still messy for you. Like, you can try to drag everybody else down first,
Yeah.
But big boy, the Hindenburg is coming down.
Yeah, I bet you Bill Clinton's gonna be like Trump. Yeah, I saw him there. He was there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
If you
right.
if you don't think old Slick Willie is not gonna fucking implicate your ass, like he's old, but he ain't stupid. He's definitely like, oh yeah, Trump was there a couple of times. I was playing the saxophone.
We took the plane together.
Yeah, you better hope you see. This is the thing. You're all gonna go down. You're all gonna go down. Luckily for us, JD Vance has the charisma as a wet onion, so we don't have to worry too much after that. He's gonna try to like make the billionaire push, and the country's going to eat him. So
yes, he does. He does not have the fortitude that Trump does to do those things.
No, Trump's delusion protects him. Like
Yeah.
he just sits, he'll just stand in the hurricane, like it's not raining at all. Oh, and he has a cloak of disbelief around him, where just the water repels right off of it. I think I was done with this video. Oh, and the Cenk Uygur thing. This is what I was trying to remember. Cenk Uygur is a big what was it? Affirmative action. He was a big hater of affirmative action because he thinks that he is part of this model minority. He used to be a conservative and he was trying to be a white guy.
Yes.
So that's why, you know what I mean? And he's already established, so it doesn't matter to him because it wouldn't affect him. So it's an issue that he can reach across the aisle with Republicans on now that it doesn't affect him.
Now that makes a lot of sense with the argument that he was making on Surrounded.
Yep.
Because he was like, if you have the grades, you can just get into the school.
Yeah.
Or you can get, or if your resume is good enough, you can just get the job. Why separate people by race with affirmative action? But the model minority thing was part of the Supreme Court argument because it was a class action of Asian Americans who also their argument was the model minority thing. And that's what the Supreme Court heard on the side of getting rid of affirmative action, was that a minority was saying, hey, if you're good enough, you're good enough.
Mm-hmm. There's the thanks you get for civil rights and getting your ass beat and fucking German shepherds and fire hoses and all that shit. Motherfuckers go in there behind closed doors almost like, yeah, so we're actually the good ones.
Yeah,
you could just let us in. That would
Boy.
be great. If you could just let us in, that would be great. Yeah,
And
everybody just whatever it takes to not be on the bottom is, I guess, the glowing trend here. Whoever I got a Squid Game to get on top,
right,
is getting Squid Game so I can get on top. That's just how it works here.
Well, that's once again late stage capitalism, man.
Yeah,
it's a hell of a drug.
I forgot she was on the porch. She was just sitting there like, She's like, man, Candy Crush is a hard game. She's not even loose. She's like, I'm just part of the furniture.
I don't know what's going on. I didn't see anything.
I didn't tell him to stand in the street. He did that on his own. Oh, check this out.
A dozen teens, all under the care of the state, are found living in a Clayton County church basement. This is 11 Alive Sky Tracker video.
What
is
going on?
This is why I don't trust the church adoption places.
What is happening? The country is literally unraveling. Unraveling.
Over Now Faith Apostolic. This discovery made by
I'm bringing back an old trope. Now can I tax the church?
By the Clayton County Fire Department, and they say those teens lived at that church in violation of county fire code. 11 Lives Gilad Malamed is live outside of the church on
sleeping in pews.
Do we know how long this was going on here?
The Clayton County fire chief says at least one of the teens lived here since December.
Right. Expect is to cast off the orc brigades.
The chief says that when he called county DVAC's offices, they seemed surprised that the teens were living here. This church basement is where
There's people living here?
Georgia's Division of Family and Children's Services lived. But
Bruh.
Bro,
It's boarded up windows. You can't have kids in there.
can't even keep. Listen, if it was a nice church, maybe, but like
Joel Osteen's church. It's like living in a sharper image.
Clayton County Fire Chief Tim Sweat says that's not allowed.
We made a determination to safely relocate those youths last night.
Sweat says his team first realized the teens might be living at Now Faith Apostolic Church while out on a call early Tuesday morning. The department called in the fire marshal.
Well, they weren't deplorable conditions as we sometimes see.
Clayton County Fire Marshal Chris Cameron says the teens had beds, clothing, and food, but the church lacked key safety features like sprinklers and a fire alarm with audio and visual notifications.
So if they got the hot pot going and it sets a roll of paper towels on fire, they just supposed to burn up in the bitch. Ain't no fucking fire safety. Like, what is happening, bro? Y'all can't even get a smoke detector going? Oh, fuck. You can't just let kids live in the basement.
no, you definitely can't just be
unattended.
Like, no.
You got 12 teenagers in a you know what they doing.
Ew.
Come on, man.
A violation of county fire codes.
It's going to be Lord of the Flies in there.
And then you had additional life safety components such as egress. You have 12 youths in a facility with locked doors, locked points of egress. Obviously, you can imagine the danger that can occur.
Yeah, just try to escape through the fire through the fucking boarded up window.
Right.
Just bust through the boards.
From something of that nature.
Sweat says the teens came from this facility about 10 miles away on Highway 138. He says employees told him they moved the teens due to plumbing issues.
They said at the direction of the State Fire Marshal's office, which we have confirmed that is not true.
We tried.
Oh, so y'all just... So you just talked to the church. The church just put them in the basement.
I tasked the officials at the facility ourselves, but it appears closed. I reached out to the state defects office to see if they knew the teens were living at the church and that it wasn't up to code, and if not, why. The spokesperson tells me they can't comment due to privacy. Live in Clayton County, Gulab Malamed, 11 Alive News.
I see several American influencers are spreading disinformation around sunscreens causing cancer in children and advising parents not to use sunscreen. No, put that shit on your fucking skin.
Yeah.
Because if you understand what the fucking sun is and what your fucking skin is, put a fucking layer of something between the fucking sun's death rays and your precious, precious skin. If you like, hey, only put sunscreen on the parts of your skin you want to keep. How about that? Only put it on the parts that are important to you. Fucking blasting you with ionizing radiation from a fucking nuclear ass like nuclear fission is going on and it's blasting its guts at you and you're like, I'm not wearing shit. All right, go watch a documentary about supernovas and then you'll change your mind and deny yourself vitamin D. You can just get it through the top of your head. It's fine. Open your pineal gland.
A lot of unanswered questions there, Gilad. Thank you. As for where the teens are now, Sweat says DFACS officials in the counties the children are originally from already have relocated them.
And I thought these Christians were going to take all these kids.
Yeah.
Why do we even have any kids in orphanages and adoption agencies in foster care? Y'all should just be taking them into your homes, no?
Yep.
Oh.
If they were good Christian folk.
Just saying.
Tonight, a St. Johns County woman says she lost over 200.
Oh my God. Here we go. We can laugh. Sorry, y'all. We finna laugh. Sorry. This lady, I'm sure she's had a rough go of it. Oh, it's ultraviolet. Yes, ultraviolet is the bad stuff.
$1,000 to a man that deputies say engaged in a scheme to defraud her. I'm Tanika Hughes.
And I'm Jake Stofan. And for Ben Becker, the sheriff's office arrested Adit Manjik last week. And
Adit is a fucking menace, boy.
he's now facing felony charges. Action News Jack's Alexis Clevenger is live in St. Johns County. And Alexis, you spoke with the victim who says the suspect took money from her under false pretenses.
Okay, Tim. They're passing the ball to her on the street.
Okay.
Watch this alley-oop.
And to get to her wallet, she says the suspect first aimed for her heart. What first started as a love story turned into one woman losing thousands.
He wanted her wallet, so he aimed for her heart. I love it. I love it. Give it to me again. She was ready. She's like, I've been working on
Took
this.
money from her under false
I'm going to get on the main
pretenses.
show.
And to get to her wallet, she says the suspect first aimed for her heart. What first started as a love story turned into one woman losing thousands and thousands of dollars, all in the span of 6 months.
I just did not see, absolutely did not see that coming.
A St. Johns County woman who asked us to not show her face or use her real voice says she never thought she would become a victim of fraud. She says she met this man, Edith Manjic, at a car dealership last year. He was helping her sell her car.
Right away, he fell in love with me, and it felt so real.
Until it wasn't real at all.
Yo, the zooms on his face are so funny.
So much money.
Between October 2020.
Hold up. Check this out. Hold on, let me go back one. I got to get the whole
Until it
paper.
wasn't real at all.
He took so much money.
Between
There we go. Timeline of fraudulent financial requests by Edith Manjic. Go ahead and read some of those out loud from there, Mr. Tim.
$5,000 cash, October 2024. Claimed his credit card was stolen and had no cash for bills. October 27th, $10,000. Said he had to transfer $160K to blank as part of a settlement, divorce settlement. November 5th, $5,000 cash. Needed help trading old Toyota for 2025 Camry. November 26th, claimed trade mistake with zeros. Needed to cover gap to avoid embarrassment.
Yo, we're already at so much money.
October 2024 and
November 16th, $9,000 cash, claimed trade mistake zeros. Oh, that is November 18th, 2024, $20,000 for a business startup. Said he needed to start his food truck business.
Let me tell you, $20,000 ain't enough. It ain't enough. You need at least $50K.
Deputies say Manjic unlawfully engaged in an ongoing and deliberate scheme to defraud her.
Oh, wait, damn it. I knew that was going to happen. One frame back. Okay. And then we got November 2024, $4,000 to Apple Pay. Claimed he had a law board exam coming up, need to pay for the program. Post Thanksgiving, $5,000 cash plus $11,000 on the debit card. Depressed and hopeless for not making Toyota sales. So I need 16 grand because I'm not happy.
Wow.
November 25th, 2024, $5,000 Apple Pay. Said he was behind on his bills for 2 to 3 months.
Jeez.
Yowzas.
Fraud her.
He started coming up with emergency financial crisis situations.
These are just some of the messages he sent.
Good morning, handsome. How are you today? I'm at the car wash now. Good morning, babe. I will sleep another 30. No, I don't know what he sounds like. 30 minutes. I need it. Fell asleep around 5 a.m. Couldn't sleep. Lots of bad thoughts and depression in my mind. And where I didn't want to be alive anymore, feelings of it. Okay. I was calculating my life, what I need to get back on track, not to lose my home to foreclosure and to pay my bills and child support that I am behind on now, too. I need like $60K and I have no way of getting it. So I've been depressed and don't feel like even existing anymore. Stayed up super late. I slept 30 more minutes and meet you by Aldi on Racetrack Road at 11:30. See you soon.
Wow. You can see he tells her he needs to get back on track to not lose my home to foreclosure and to pay my bills and child support that I'm behind on now too.
I read it better.
I need like 60.
I have 5 children, My husband just passed away a year ago.
So that's where that money is. That's where that money came from.
So he knew I have cash. He promised he's going to pay me back.
But time after time again, she says he asked her for money and told her he would pay her back, but never did. She says she got him to sign a notarized repayment agreement.
Calls me and he says, I'm not going to pay you anything. It was a gift. And he blocks me.
Not only did Manjic take over $230,000 from her, investigators say he also illegally accessed her accounts to withdraw over $8,500 in cash from various ATMs and point-of-sale locations. As a victim of Manjic's alleged scheme, she wants others to know this.
Speak up, don't be afraid.
Yeah, Tim. So some handsome fellow at the damn Toyota dealership starts promising you the world. Don't you fall for it.
I'll try not to, but they're so handsome.
But don't give them $240,000.
Tells me she
I'll
believes
try.
there to be other people who may have loaned the suspect money under false pretenses. I did reach out to the sheriff's office about that. I have not gotten a response. For local coverage you can count on, Alexis Clevenger, Action News Jax.
Like it. Hey, look who it is.
Who is that?
It's Steve.
Steve.
From Blue's Clues.
Oh. Yeah.
He's got a message for you.
It better be that he's going to give me money.
Okay.
I got to pay that guy $250,000.
This is how it starts. They send in Steve. Steve butters you up.
What's up?
Hi, Steve. Looking right at me, Steve.
Don't look in the camera.
Am I supposed to be talking to him?
Is he listening?
I think he's listening to us. He can hear us. I take it all back. What's going on, Steve?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Cool.
I mean, we were doing a show. Like, did you want to come on? Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, we'd love to have you.
Yeah.
Busy.
Be a good guest.
Something you would want to do?
Yeah.
Are you just saying that, or do you like mean it, or no? You don't mean it. Just look right at me if you don't mean it.
Blink if you mean it.
Okay. Well, I thought he was doing a nice little message again, but apparently
he was just gonna acknowledge us.
Yeah.
Over the internet.
But also, speaking of peace, this is so funny. That was the Steve from Blue's Clues.
If you ever watched the American
He's a millennial.
Clues.
He's a millennial icon.
The message itself is...
Okay. This is cinema, Tim. This is perfection.
If I have to put it into one sentence, it would be humanity rises and falls as one. I think we are living in a very difficult time. There's a lot of divisions in terms of ideas. Ethnicity.
Turn around.
No, this is perfect.
Into one sentence, it would be humanity rises and falls as one. I think we are living...
Gee, you fucking suplexed him into that chair.
Humanity rises and falls as one. Kerplop.
in a very difficult time. There's a lot
fucking
of
fighting it out, man.
Ideas, ethnicities, identity.
Look at mad people walking past.
Yeah. The couple's like, what is going on over there?
It's a time where we
He stepped on the person he's saving.
can use a little bit more moral imagination and imagine ourselves being connected with one another.
Right.
Damn.
She had no idea. Oh, they're still going?
Yeah, I think, well, it's particularly important because there's a lot going on.
He's going to sock him.
outside
Is
Harvard
it
to
old
calculate
fight going on out there?
geopolitical
Look at the people watching in the back. They're like, "Oh man, old man fight."
Oh my god.
especially important in Harvard because students can
They got a combined age of 200.
Yeah,
be
yeah.
very emotionally charged because they deeply care about
He tripped on the brick. That's cheap.
a lot
I
of
mean,
issues.
I'm surprised they did that chair shot.
Emotionally charged and activated, it's very easy to demonize another person.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
That's hilarious.
That's just my favorite. America needs to come together as one.
It will be humanity rises and falls as one. I think we are living
Dude fucking spearing a guy into the fucking sidewalk. Humanity and rises and falls as one.
Finally, a story I can get behind. One about conspiracies.
Steam after major weather events. A Metro news station's weather radar attacked this week, going offline briefly.
When will people learn?
Bro, enough with your 5G radar cameras in my brain. The lead makes a lot more sense now, doesn't it?
Mikey, you read the book. Do the birds run on 5G?
I'm not allowed to talk to you about what I read in that book.
Threats have come from a far-right extremist group called Veterans on Patrol.
Veterans on Patrol.
Same group that pushed for border vigilantes.
Wait. Go back for a second. Let them scroll down a little bit to the mission of this fucking organization here. Paul, Veterans on Patrol is an anti-government militia located in Pima County, Arizona. Its founder, Michael, whatever his name is a Christian nationalist who rallies hard-right extremists and conspiracy theorists around the issue of immigration and encourages vigilantism. See, that's the kind of shit that I'm talking about.
That's the kind of shit that the FBI was doing. And then they still let them do this. Like the FBI was watching all of these groups, all of them. All of them had moles in there and they had leakers. And then these guys are very sloppy with their digital footprint. We knew exactly who they were. We knew how many of them that they were, but they never broke the law. So they were allowed to exist because they didn't break the law. They all went to fucking to the Capitol on January 6th.
Oh yeah.
And the fucking Biden administration did not use the FBI and the DOJ to come down hard on these groups and snuff them out. They just still let them sat around.
Well, it says below, VOP activists have incorporated QAnon conspiracy theories into their activities as well, including previous operation of 2 camps in Arizona and one in 3 Points and one in Sasabe.
Yeah.
Anyway, under the premise that they're rescuing children from a satanic pedophile cult who are trafficking them for sex. Like this guy.
They're crazy.
He's got the lead. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, these people are full of lead. If we cut them down and counted the rings, there would be one ring that was pure lead. They have marbling of lead.
Its leader, Michael Lewis Arthur Meyer, who has been arrested several times in
his name's Michael Meyer.
Several states, posting online, "We intend to take as many NexRads offline as possible once our attacks."
NexRads? Oh man, now I have
the radar. That soccer ball is a NexRad. It's a radar. It's a weather radar.
Oh, it's just a weather radar?
Yes. That's what this story.
Problem.
We'll start over.
Conspiracies pick up steam after major weather events. A Metro news station's weather radar attacked this week, going offline briefly. Threats have come from a far-right extremist group called Veterans on Patrol, the same group that pushed for border vigilantes. Its leader, Michael Lewis Arthur Meyer, who has been arrested several times in several states, posting online, "We intend to take as many NexRads offline as possible once our attack simulations have prepared us."
We don't have drones. We don't know where they're practicing. We can't arrest those people.
I like how he's like, once our attack simulations dude, you're just camping in the fucking woods with a gun.
You're just drinking beer and making out with each other and promising never to tell with a blood pact.
You're all fucking just hanging out.
They're all what's his face in The Hangover, just cutting his hand.
Yeah.
Like, whoa! It's a bunch of those dudes all hanging out together.
They sort of will grab on to conspiracy theories, and they will make them sound credible to a portion of the population.
Rachel Goldwasser of the Southern Poverty Law Center has been tracking the group for years.
He's become very vehement against the military and its members, and I do think
that's a good idea.
That could pose a danger in the future as well.
They said Hurricane Helene was caused by government weapons.
Come on, y'all.
All right.
If we could do that, you know, you giving us way too much credit.
The U.S. military placed God with the weather and sent weather weapon Helene into western North Carolina to depopulate and steal land.
What?
Brother.
What?
Brother. How?
This is one of those things where it's like, you've seen what the government is capable of, right?
Very little.
How are they going to manufacture a hurricane and keep that shit a secret?
How big would the machine have to be?
It would have to be humongous, or one of the largest air operations in the history of the world.
Well, you got to heat the water up.
Like even if saying, oh, they're cloud seeding and it's all the whatever you call them, the streams, and yeah, even if it's all that stuff, how many jets, how many aircraft would it take to create a hurricane?
Like not even Olympic swimming pools of water, but like entire states lakes worth of water in the air all at the same time.
An unfathomable amount of water.
Some would say a hurricane amount of water.
OK says chemtrails. Yes, that's what they're called. Chemtrails.
That's what I'm saying. That's how they'd have to chemtrail that much water up there, dude. How are you? You know what's easier than building this contraption to get all this water into the air? Burning fossil fuels, because that's what everyone's fucking already doing. Like that's doing it just fine. They don't need to have like a water magnet up in the air in a cloud that just sucks up the water and puts it into hurricane mode.
That group's eyes now set on extreme weather events, calling weather radars weather weapons.
Yeah, that seems. They just pointed at so the weather satellite points in a direction and makes the cloud that it needs.
There you go, with lasers. And you need those radars so that the satellites can coordinate with the ground.
But if you get hit by lightning,
More power!
Like I would love to know the inner workings of this conspiracy and why the weather radar station is a problem.
Like, I don't know how it could be doing any of the stuff that they wanted to do.
Yeah, I don't. It's just a radar. We've had radar since the 1940s.
But Tim, couldn't I just? I mean, if I had a weather machine, couldn't I just take over the fucking town? I had the technology to build a stealth fucking weather machine. Why would I waste my time making a stealth fucking weather machine when I could just invade with tanks?
Right.
Stupid.
Impossible. Sebastian Torres works with the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. He says radars are essential to knowing when and where severe weather will hit.
We're here at the National Weather Service's Norman location. This is the radar right here. Look at that massive thing. Here, they got a fence.
It's a soccer ball.
Barbed wire. They've even got this no trespassing sign, because if someone gets over and knocks this out at all, it could be a very serious situation for you and your loved ones.
You don't see it. There's nothing that can do to change.
These are the same group of dudes that's probably ripping the damn doors, trying to rip the door open on the goddamn plane mid-flight.
Yeah.
Dumbasses.
Lunatics.
Well, they shouldn't believe it.
Dean Robert Palmer at OU is the director of the National Weather Center. Says he takes the threats seriously.
I mean, I've heard about it from our federal partners, and yeah, so we're being careful.
Dylan Brown, Oklahoma's News 4.
Can't even worry. I mean, y'all over here trying to blow up the satellites now. Y'all mad at the satellites? Okay. This next one's heavy, so let's read the chat for you for a second. Let me reconnect with the peoples. Quick Google, average hurricane energy. This is equivalent to about 200 times the total electrical generating capacity on the planet.
Yeah.
But we make hurricanes to depopulate areas. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, here we go. Tons of Mice has a solution. How are you going to manufacture a hurricane? I'll tell you how. A popcorn machine, a flock of cane birds, and the Atlantic Ocean.
Well, there you go. Never mind. I stand corrected. Hey, we're not afraid to say we're wrong here on this show.
I got the popcorn machine, so let's fucking go.
We just need some cane birds. I just got to the part. Well, spoiler alerts for anybody who reads it. Apparently, JFK was assassinated by a hummingbird bot.
That's funny. Just so you know, Mikey, I have finished 12 Rules for Life.
Do you feel prepared?
It's probably the worst book I've ever read. Ever. And I'll give a quick review because we're going to do a longer one on an episode of the book podcast, but I've read self-help books before. This is the worst one. He'll start with a rule like
you live for it and you die for it.
Exactly. Let's say his rule is you live for it and you die for it. Then he'll go on. Then he'll go on a no kidding 30-page rant about some Bible story.
Bro.
And then he'll have a page of actual like self-help.
It's got issues.
Like I read his thoughts on Adam and Eve. I read his thoughts on Cain and Abel. I read his thoughts on Noah.
Oh my God.
Like
with Noah in the flood. It's easy to see.
He also started out the book with all the lobster stuff. So that was
absolutely got to start with the lobs.
So I have finished the book and we will have a long conversation about the book at some point because it is wild.
I grabbed that link you put in there, Kay. I'm gonna let this play. Because one thing I like about my birthday is that there's no other holidays. So you guys are focused on this. And I think it's important for us to hear what some of the people that were down there in Caryville, Texas, when the central parts of Texas flooded. And let's hear what they have to say about how they were treated.
My name is Melanie Strong, and I'm a resident of Travis
Enhance.
County. I'm a general contractor and realtor by trade, and I'm going to give you a brief timeline of my experience as a neighborhood leader and a community liaison. I've used my background in construction and my leadership skills in the specific area of Sandy Creek at the end of Windy Valley Road to help the residents clear the property of debris, manage volunteers and heavy equipment, and help them sift through the destruction and try to find any personal belongings. As well as I've personally brought in shipping containers, tents, and security to protect against looting. In the evening of the 8th, 3 days after the flood, I was disturbed to see a woman, Auburn Gallagher, a 25-year resident of Sandy Creek, pleading for help on social media. This area of Travis County is only 20 minutes away from where I live, and after doing some digging and making a few calls to the only two people I knew in that area, one of which lives on Nameless Road that leads to Windy Valley, and the other one lives on Windy Valley. Both of them had the same thing to say, and that was that nobody came. They were left in the dark, and they did not have resources to dig themselves out. I woke up my significant other, who is a lieutenant in the Capital Region of Austin for DPS, and I told him that we needed to go and see for ourselves. I asked him if he had gotten any emails or phone calls requesting assistance, as he would have been one of the first ones to receive that request, and his answer was no. He refreshed his email again, and there was nothing requested from Travis County. We drove out to Nameless Road and came to a bridge that was out. We watched several vehicles drive over it, even though it was coned off. Once we backtracked and drove through Treviso, and we came upon a single sheriff's deputy who was posted near the other side of the bridge. He was the only deputy stationed for that entire area. We pulled in and asked him what happened the night of the flood because we had been told that no one came. He confirmed that he was working on the night of the flood and had over 50 calls directly to him that he was unable to get to as he was caught between Cow Creek and the low water crossing for the Balcones Nature Preserve. That's a 20-minute drive on a clear night. He was on the other side of the county. And there were no other deputies available for the Sandy Creek area. Sorry, I lost my spot. He was stuck there from approximately 3 a.m. until 10:30 in the morning when he was able to get out. He was landlocked along with other deputies, some of which had to evacuate from their own vehicles to escape the floodwaters on foot. We finished our conversation and went back home. On Wednesday morning, I went to my friend's house that lives on Windy Valley. His property extends both sides of the road. One portion of his property extends into the creek, and the other adjacent property is where his home is. The water came across both properties and into his home over 2 feet high. He took me to the creek that was previously an overgrown dry creek bed, and where we found his neighbors trying to dig out an elderly neighbor who is unable to get out of her home. And this is 4 days later.
Mikey, you're muted.
Sorry. No one has come to help these people, and it's 4 days later.
Jesus.
Spent the next few hours walking down the creek and witnessing the neighbors and volunteers with chainsaws and bobcats and small excavators digging each other out. I spoke to many of them, and their testimony was all the same. Nobody came. No emergency services came to them. In the hours after the floodwaters receded, their 911 calls went unanswered.
Ms. Stalin, thank you for your testimony. My question is, we've heard from 3 of you now. You're not saying that there was no resources just from the sheriff. Your testimony is that there was no Travis County resources from any first responding discipline.
Nobody.
Before you speak, please restate your name.
My name is Auburn Gallagher. Nobody came. No resources. Nobody came.
No fire, no EMS,
Nobody came.
no sheriff.
Nobody came for us. Nobody.
That's unacceptable. Thank you for your testimony.
While we're there real quick, in the DPS testimony last week, I met you.
And they're playing politics bullshit games.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the leftists just want to make everything. No. We just want boring, normal shit so that this doesn't fucking happen.
Yeah, man. What is going on down there in Texas?
Just let life be boring as long as it prevents this. Gut-wrenching.
You ladies in a hallway there at the Capitol.
Homeboy's about to tell us
The
all about that.
DPS said they had put resources there. Couldn't remember exactly when they showed up, but from an actual cleanup or mitigation or help perspective, but this was regarding looting and stuff. So do you know when the DPS were there?
Yes. Yes, they came only after my many requests because, like I said, I brought in my own shipping containers and tents to protect from the looting because that area was receiving a lot of donations, and we had an entire pallet of chainsaws that were donated disappear overnight. And basically, I just begged my boyfriend to figure it out. I'm like, you have to get people down here. They need help. And he made the captain that is over that area, made TDEM, whoever was in charge at TDEM over there, very aware that although there were
Texas Department of Emergency Management, TDEM.
A lot of DPS.
I'm guessing that, but I'm thinking that shit is 100% right.
Resources that had been allocated to Kerrville and Williamson County, that to let them know that there were still plenty of troopers ready and willing to come assist. And the request was, or the offer was declined.
All right, thank you. All right, sir, state your name.
Here's you're going to hear about FEMA.
Howdy, y'all. My name's Timothy Mabry, and I'm representing all the volunteers who showed up to help. So my story started out on July 4th in Canyon Lake, where I assisted in setting up a donation center for here in Kerrville. We ended up sending on July 6th 11 trucks and 7 trailers of supplies to here in the Kerrville area. Then that night of the 6th, I saw Auburn Gallagher's video saying that Leander was hurting, that there was a major need. That next morning, I called up the church there, and I heard the exact same thing from the church. The church told me we were almost out of food, we're almost out of water, and we're out of supplies for children, like diapers and wipes and formula. This is what we're out of. And we happened to have some extra supplies that got dropped off right after our last truck went out to this collection point. So I loaded up a U-Haul, and I drove it I'm gonna have my wife drive my truck and a few other volunteers. We drove it up to Leander, and what I saw was horrendous. HEB had just shown up, and there was a Travis County emergency manager on site. And I asked him, what is going on? Do you need assistance? Because I started to see how crazy this was. My background, I spent over 10 years in the fire department. Before that, I was Navy. I have a lot of experience in emergency management. And I asked, hey, do you need assistance? And he said, I don't know. I don't think so, but I'm not sure yet. Just be on standby. I asked him, do you have a full ICS, incident command system structure, up and running? And the answer was no, we do not. Those supplies were being turned away because HEB had shown up. And HEB at that point was giving out small little bags of groceries.
And that incident, it's like an incident containment system, or it can have any number of names. But when you get these jobs, you essentially have to plan and drill what happens worst case scenario. If this happens, where will we move people? How will we get the food to them? Can we get school buses in to move people from here to here? And you plan out like Stratego with maps, maybe if you need to, but you plan out all this stuff. What happens if this happens? What happens if that happens? So that when it happens, hey, everybody, page 7. Everybody get your books. You might not remember, but underneath your seat, page 7. This is the plan we're going with. Everybody do that. It works better. It saves lives. Being efficient saves lives. None of that. This motherfucker didn't even know what it was.
Groceries to people. It was just enough of an allotment for an evening. I then went up to Ms. Gallagher's house afterwards, and I got to see the devastation firsthand on Windy Valley, where multiple homes were completely devastated, and the loss of life, it's heart-wrenching. Out of 2 properties, 6 people did not make it, 1 did. And to hear their stories is heart-wrenching. What happened on that street and then getting turned away. I made a phone call to a friend who does global disaster recovery, and I told him the situation. And I requested a FEMA command trailer to show up to that site. The next morning, that Tuesday morning of the 8th, a FEMA command trailer showed up to this site before an emergency management was fully set up for an incident command system. The fire chief of the Travis County ESD-1 rejected that trailer, and they were going to use this little schoolhouse. But there were still assets that were being needed. People were getting turned away, and the community effort was there. It was not the government. It was not the state doing the cleanup. It was not the government helping. It was citizens. It was Texans helping Texans who are doing the work, and are still doing majority of the work. It was after many cries and pleas for help and coordination with myself and many others of why resources in the state finally acknowledged what was going on there. And there is still a major need today. And I see my time is up, so I yield.
Thank you for that.
So there you go. This is what your privatized emergency response. We don't need FEMA looks like.
Yeah.
Days of people with no help.
And it just goes to show that the states cannot handle disaster relief on that big a scale.
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole reason FEMA exists, is because states are terrible at this.
And there's no point.
Yeah, they don't have the money. They don't
Right.
have the money. Even Texas, they don't have
And
the money.
Texas ain't broke.
Yeah.
Texas has a lot of oil money. They have a lot of cattle money.
Yeah.
Texas is not a poor state. They don't tax anywhere near what they're supposed to be, which is why they don't have a lot of money for stuff. Tim,
But-
are you getting wildfire smoke?
Yes, I have an air quality alert actually about the Canadian wildfires.
Feel free to breathe a deep.
All right, let's unenhance.
Holy, yeah, it's
guacamole.
apparently if you have asthma, it's not a good day to go outside in Connecticut.
Sigh of relief tonight. The dangerous air that we've endured for nearly a week is behind us. However, the wildfires in Canada are still burning. So how can we keep smoke out of our homes? Good question. Our Jeff Wagner explains how to use your AC and some ingenuity to clear the air.
Homeowners know the saying, water finds a way. Add to that distinction, wildfire smoke.
Yeah, we've been getting some very pretty, like, moons. Very, very like Touchstone Pixar kind of mix, where it's like nice and yellowy and it looks cool, but it's like, I should probably not be breathing all of that.
Another savvy invader harming indoor air quality where we should feel protected.
Unfortunately, there's no device that we have currently that can just push air out of your house without also sucking in some of that air.
Jared Christopher is a service technician with Standard Heating and Air Conditioning.
Nope, I got bottles of helium gas that I'm just been releasing into my house, and I have a negative. There's a positive pressure in here, so the air just can't make it in.
In Minneapolis.
How can we prevent the smoke from getting into our home?
I would say instead of trying to focus on how not getting into your home, maybe it's like how once it's in your home, what do we do to treat it?
AC units, specifically split systems that provide central air in a home.
Goddamn right. You hear that, Europeans? Central air. One furnace to rule them all.
It's the best.
It's the only civilized way to live.
Can be your first defense.
You're going to have a blower, and that blower is constantly moving air throughout your home.
That's literally what my setup is, except you put a wall right here and then the vents on the floor.
Oh, I got the central air's in the roof, so it pumps air down, but the unit's all the way on the ground.
Home. So the stale air that's, let's say, in your bedroom or kitchen, that gets sucked through your return grill and then it passes through a filter. So if we have a really good filter there that's able to capture small particulates, we can capture some of that smoke.
When looking for a furnace filter during these...
Yeah. Filters.
Change your AC filters often because they do get cloggy.
I'm allergic to the cats, so we probably go through. I probably change it every month.
Yeah, I think that's in the summer. That's when that's about how often you're supposed to change it.
And I get the nice ones. I get the Filtrete.
Yeah.
These guys, I get the Filtrete joints. But I get them on Amazon because Home Depot be on some bullshit.
Yeah. I get them in like packs of 4. They last like a whole year.
So his plan is
Environmental Protection Agency.
If you don't
approval
have
for reducing
forced air, central heating, you can grab a box fan, go grab one of those filters, and then hook it up to the back of your box fan. And as it sucks the air in to push the air out, it's going to clean the air for you.
I mean, that is the basic premise of an air filter.
And there you go. So you don't have to worry. You can always just do that.
I got one for you, Mikey.
Hit me.
Also from Texas.
Oh,
I did it right this time, and you're just
I was trying to block you from doing it wrong, and then you actually did it right.
God.
Sorry, I didn't believe.
Did I not do this with? I don't think I did this with sound. So give me 1 second.
Well,
At least I caught myself.
I believed in you.
With sound. There we go. All right.
I voted for Trump Therefore,
dick.
everything that I want to happen needs to happen.
I just had to make sure the sound worked.
Oh, okay.
Play, damn you, play. Oh, hide that.
Pursuant to a motion previously adopted, the House stands adjourned until 3 p.m. today.
There are multiple things the Texas House is working on and should be working on at this time. Pursuant to the Constitution, the governor gets to set the agenda, and the Constitution says the members of the legislature shall show up to do their jobs. I am proud of the members who are here. It was bipartisan. I am hopeful there'll be more members here tomorrow. But I am disappointed that while these members are here reporting for their duty under the Constitution, others are out of the state, in New York, in Chicago, in places they do not represent, obviously getting lots of attention at this time.
Pause, please. Tim Ballum with 5 British pounds. Tim, look at sensor community and build your own sensor. IKEA do HEPA filters. There you go.
I have a fan that's an air filter in my room.
I literally have an air purifier in the room with me.
Yeah.
Because the cats trap me in here with their stupid little scratchy dander. Dude, I comb my hair and I pick it out and all that shit. I'm not losing hair. I'm pulling cat hair out of my head.
Oh, yes. I've done that with dog hair. It's like, why am I? Oh, it's not my hair.
I've had them in my eyes. I've had them in my nose. They get stuck in like the bridge of my glasses and touch my
all
eye.
the time. All the time.
Oh my God. And I'm over here thinking I'm having a conniption fit. And it's just,
Too furry. They're too furry.
I was told that if I got one of those naked bald cats, that it would be worse for my allergies. I was like, but then I could put cocoa butter on them.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't be ashy.
Pursuant to the powers that this House has, we have issued a call on the House. The governor has called me, and I appreciate his support. He has offered DPS to fully help us make sure we need to do what can be done to establish a quorum and do this special session. Let me assure you of this. While our work
pause real quick. Why'd they call a special session, Tim?
Oh, yeah. A little background on this. So the president of the United States said, hey, Texas, we need 5 more congressional seats. We need 5 more Republicans in Congress.
Who asked that?
The president.
Okay.
And he told the governor of Texas, hey, you should put together a new district map that has 5 more Republican districts, not adding districts to the state, but gerrymandering them so that there are 5 more Republican districts and 5 less Democratic districts. And for any of our UK fans who don't know what gerrymandering is, it is redrawing district lines in order to benefit one political party or disadvantage a political party. And Texas has a lot. They're the second most populous state. So they got 50 districts, 45, somewhere around there.
I can look.
And some of them are quite squiggly. And I'll bring up a district map in a minute. But so what happened was the governor said to the legislature, hey, you need special session so that you can redraw these district lines. They did that. And the Republicans said, okay, we're going to vote on it. And the Democrats said, no, we're not. And they left the state.
Why would they leave the state?
Well, under the rules of their legislature, this is just Texas, I assume, but they need a quorum, which is, I think they said they need a quorum of 100. It's not a simple majority. They need some of the Democrats to be there too, to vote on things. And so enough Democrats left the state, so there's less than 100 people.
So they can't vote on anything.
So they can't vote on anything. They've ground it to a halt.
Oh,
and
no,
now,
what a pickle.
And now the legislature has issued warrants for their arrest, which Greg Abbott has is going to try and enforce.
Here's the beauty of that. How far does the jurisdiction extend for the Texas legislature?
Border of Texas.
Oh, so I'm gonna arrest you with my people who can only arrest people in Texas.
The other thing is they're also being fined like $500 a day for not being
okay.
there.
JB's got it. Don't worry about
Yeah.
it. Don't trip. Don't trip. That's a good
Mikey,
thing about having a billionaire in your pocket.
Mikey, I just want to say
You're sorry?
that your state is gerrymandered to fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I saw some of the districts in Illinois. Holy shit, bro.
Don't start. Okay. Don't start.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's your birthday, Illinois.
Yeah, come on.
Like, there is some salamander districts in Illinois. You guys got some crazy stuff. And he wants to, in response to Texas, other governors are saying, well, we're just going to gerrymander our own states. So I think Gavin Newsom said we could do that.
If they do 5, we do 30.
Yeah.
Let's play. Let's play.
I think California, Jersey, and Illinois were all like, all right, fine.
New York, let's go.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
So I'm glad that our politics is more accelerated into chaos.
Well,
that way madness lies.
This should have been day one. This should have been the response day one. Congress should have left. You know what I mean? Like as soon as if there was no chance of doing all that, they should have left, went back to their districts, and been doing these town halls and telling everybody what's going on. They don't need me in DC. They don't listen to me no way. So I'm out here with y'all. That's how this should have been from day uno. Shut the motherfucker down. Stop letting them drive the tractor into the orphanage. Turn it off. Take the keys, throw them in the corn. You know, like, do what you got to do.
And I think the problem is the Republicans are now complaining that, it's all these Democratic states are gerrymandered too. The Democrats are just upset that they thought they were the only ones who were fucking gerrymandering. And now the Democratic states, who were largely playing by the fucking books, are now like, well, we'll just do whatever we want.
Let's go. That's what. Now do y'all see? Stop playing by the fucking rules all the time, nerds.
Whether it's tomorrow or next week, the House will complete its required duties. I have signed the civil arrest warrants. We will work with DPS to locate members. I saw, for instance,
right up here,
there is one member who said that they're doing a fundraiser here in Austin tomorrow. And I've sent that fundraising letter to DPS and said they should be invited to attend as well. We'll see how that goes forward.
Look, y'all want to play games? We're playing games now. Good on Texas Democrats. About fucking time.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Like, show some goddamn backbone and break some things on behalf of the people.
Oh, Mikey. All right. So there's one other thing that we talked about to ourselves briefly last night. A friend of the channel, Representative Mike Flood.
Oh man, poor Floody.
Poor Floody.
Hey, Ichiro got into the Hall of Fame.
Ooh. Yeah. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit because that lady's gonna be yelly. She's gonna be loud. This is part of what went on at his town hall.
It was a lovely day.
It was a lovely day. And he said, I'll have a town hall today. These people will be civil and rational with me because I am an upstanding politician. I've never voted for anything that would hurt them.
How much does it cost for fascism? How much do the taxpayers have to pay?
I want to ask, why does it seem like when you make your voting decisions, they're based on capital rather than the working class?
Well, a contentious town hall for Representative Mike Flood in Lincoln.
District 1 constituents brought questions to Flood, talking about everything from the Epstein files to insurrection. KETV News Watch 7's Beth Carlson spoke to voters and Flood about the meeting.
Here in Kimball Auditorium, the audience was completely packed full of Nebraskans wanting to ask Representative Mike Flood questions during his third and final town hall of the year. Congressman Flood held his largest town hall this year on Monday in Lincoln. The line stretched down the block with more than 700 District 1
Damn.
constituents ready to address their congressman.
I'm here to protest, to put in my 2 cents worth, and hopefully make a better country for my granddaughters.
I'm a farmer, and this is just free entertainment.
After a brief presentation from Flood on Medicare and Medicaid, he opened the floor to the audience with questions spanning topics from federal funding.
Why did you cut SNAP and healthcare research?
We do not have unlimited money in the United States.
So hold on, pause it real quick. So one thing that they're trying to do to make this big bastard bill more palatable is just like they did in Alaska. They're trying to carve out individual monies for individual states, like red states. So they are I think he was saying like they got like $5 billion in grant money. So this is so the plan is to corrupt the whole system, make it all fall apart, and if you have an exemption, then maybe your state will be okay, maybe it won't.
Right.
The problem that these people, well, I don't think any of the people in attendance there are falling for it, but the problem is they've already unleashed the rescission genie. They might say that shit and then just take the money back because never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have no track record of actually doing what they say they're going to do. They only know how to break commitments. They have no track record of fulfilling any commitments.
Yeah. Yeah. And this guy he's just the worst. He's one of the worst.
And like as amiable a bloke as he looks and kind of aloof, and he's just a politician doing his job. No, there's some, I watched, I would say 80% of it before I started falling asleep. He is washing the lie.
Yeah. Yeah.
He is actively washing the lie. He's actively he's like, well, did you guys know that there's a difference between Medicaid and Medicare? So we're going to get more money for Medicaid. And then it's like, well, Medicare, well, you should be working.
Yeah.
You should be working. Unemployment's at 4%, dude. Who are you talking about?
Right. Who
are you talking about?
Working? Who needs to be out there working still? We're already working.
Everyone's working. Y'all didn't even make no fucking jobs in the last 2 months, 3 months. So what are you talking about? These tariffs have completely frozen the hiring process for almost every company because they have no idea how to plan for the next quarter, let alone the next fiscal year. But he said a lot of shit that was just flat out a bull-faced lie, and he's hoping that those people didn't know any better. And every time he said it, he got booed. They weren't falling for it. So even if he tries to put the clip out, or the right tries to put the clip out, the Fox News crew, they try to clip up certain parts of it. I think there was about a 2-minute chant of tax the rich.
Yeah.
It ain't working.
This country was stone cold dead. We had a dead country. We had
To the Epstein files.
Why are you covering up the Epstein files?
I am for the release of those records.
And healthcare.
Yeah.
Medicare now, we can start rolling back the age 5-10 years at a time. Would you support that?
We can't afford that.
Who can afford it? Who can't afford it?
Who can't? The country?
How come we can't afford it? Where's all the money at? The best economy ever. The pride of the G7 was the American recovery from fucking COVID. Where is the fucking cash, dog?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because people ain't been paying their fucking fair share. And it ain't the fucking broke motherfuckers who have 2 pennies to put in the pot. It's the motherfucker over there eating filet mignon and Wagyu and everything else. They're the ones.
2 British pound super chat from Tim Ballum. Jesus, this sounds like a Tory party and reform. Yeah. Well, it's the same kind of politics, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's
all Peter Thiel.
Yeah, it's all fucking Steve Bannon.
Palantir. Yeah.
several instances as the microphone became inaudible over the yelling.
How much does it cost for fascism? How much do the taxpayers have to pay?
Despite the interjections, the congressman told KETV he knew this would be the outcome.
People tonight were spirited. They care about the democracy. They care about the decisions that are being made.
Nazi.
There's the spirited. They hate you, bro.
Yeah.
They showed up just to yell at you.
Yes.
They were very spirited today. Yes, quite.
The meeting was productive for all sides.
I like to think that I was able to answer their questions. They may not agree with my answer, but the questions are always good, and that makes me a better member of Congress.
His last town hall of the calendar year, stirring up plenty of noise. Congress will be back in session in September, with Representative Flood saying he's eager to bring some of the issues heard tonight to the D.C. stage. In Lincoln, Beth Carlson, KETV Newswatch 7.
He ain't gonna do shit.
He ain't gonna do shit. It's gonna look, y'all. It's gonna be a long time till September.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a long, hot summer for them. Hiding in the house, because anytime that they go out, this is what it's gonna be.
He's only had 3 town halls all year. He's only gonna have 3. When I was working for Congresswoman Delora, she had 3 in the period that I was working there. Like, I was only there for like 4 months, and she was already planning more.
Yes,
the Republicans are not. They're not going out there. I mean, obviously. Listen, if I was this Mike Flood guy, I'd only want to have like 1 a year. These people yelling at me about how bad of a job I'm doing because I'm terrible at my job. Telling them we ain't got money for fucking food stamps or Medicare, but we can give all these billionaires a tax break.
And like and he even repeated the bullshit line of well, how else are these job creators going to be able to invest in their companies? And it's like, is that what you think they're doing by buying their own stocks and increasing their own wealth? That's why they need a tax break, so that they can have more money to invest in themselves. And then hopefully, maybe if we're good boys and girls, they'll give us a little sniff.
Right.
Or conversely, tax the motherfuckers. Like that. Like, I don't know how the Republicans keep trying to, like, even Nebraska or Kansas, when they had their little experiment to get rid of all the fucking income taxes for everybody.
Right.
And that it was just going to get taken care of, and all these businesses were going to, they had to fucking raise taxes. And guess what these Republicans are going to have to do? They're going to have to eventually go with the Democrats and start raising fucking taxes. And if that's the way that it has to go, because I mean, we didn't get to a $36 trillion deficit by fucking, raising taxes too much. Like, that's not how we got here. We got here by lowering taxes on the people who are the biggest taxpayers. They're not playing their fair share. All these billionaire companies coming out in the last 10, 15 years. How's that happen?
Right.
How are you able to keep that much wealth? There's only so much money at one time. So so y'all gonna have to put that shit back into the pot, or we're gonna have to remove it from you and put it back in the pot. I'm all about removing it from them. Let that be a lesson to them.
So yeah, we're definitely going to see Representative Flood on Unbox on Thursday, because boy, he's a real winner out there. He's
awful.
He's terrible.
Awful.
Do you have anything else, Mikey?
Not too much more.
I mean, we could talk about Epstein, but who's talking about that guy anymore?
So Ghislaine has been moved to Texas.
Oh yeah,
into
prison.
But more importantly, into the 5th district, where all of the, which is where all the 5th legal district, judicial district.
I see.
Which is where all the Trump appointed judges are.
I
So
see.
if somebody needs, pardon, like at this point, just pardon her so we can just confirm that you're the fucking pedophile and we can just move on. Like, you know what I mean? Just go ahead and let her out. Let whatever happened to her happen to her, and then you can fend off all of your guys who have now will be able to confirm that you are part of the pedophile ring.
Yeah.
So do it. Please do it to confirm. Like either he doesn't do it and then she talks and we find out he's a pedophile, or he confirms that he's a pedophile by releasing her from jail.
If he does it though, boy, all hell's gonna break loose.
Do it.
It's not good for him to do it.
Do it. Let her out.
I mean,
I have a feeling that she's not going to be able to traffic anybody else now that everybody knows who she is.
That's true. But like politically, I know he's like, I have the right to do it and all that, but what is she going to give him in exchange for letting her out?
I want to see that. I want to see that fallout. Like he's playing a game that he should not be anywhere near. And I love it. And I want him to keep playing near the border.
Oof.
I want to see this. I want to see this go even further.
Well,
keep going. Why don't you?
House Oversight Committee, James Comer, has subpoenaed the Clintons and former DOJ officials to testify about the Epstein files. Oh, we got another super chats.
Oh, I don't have the button.
Fine, I got the button.
5 British pounds. Thank you so much, Tim.
Mikey, the rich are never the highest taxpayers. They always pay a lower percentage.
Right.
Yeah.
Currently.
Before Reagan, the top tax bracket was like 60-70%.
Yeah. Which is where it should be. You're still getting a bunch of money at that tax. You're still being able to, you can still get to $1 billion. It'll just take you a little bit longer.
And it's not like you're taxed at 80% of all the money. You're taxed at 80% of all money after a certain amount of money.
Like,
so
dude, after $4 million, like $4 million a year is more than enough. Even if you live in California, even if you have 5 or 6 small businesses, if you're putting that much of your own personal capital into your small business, your business is not a business. It is a hobby.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not bringing in any money at that point. And you're supposed to find investors to pay for big projects anyway. You're not supposed to pay out of your own pocket. That's how you go bankrupt.
But all these people want to keep all their money. And like, once again, the rich will sit on their money no matter if the rest of us starve. So,
well, when everybody can't pay their electricity bill and one house has the electricity on, guess where the food is? Y'all think bears are a problem. Wait till the fucking zombie apocalypse starts.
Yeah. Oh, zombies.
The fucking measles apocalypse.
And the DNC chair was in Illinois. He's in Illinois with some of the Democrats that fled from Texas, saying that they're bringing a knife to a knife fight.
No, you bring a rocket launcher to a knife fight.
You bring a riot shield
to all the fights. Keep it on your back. You'll need it. Yeah, it's we're just, I mean, we're about where I figured we would be in the decline of America. We're about where I figured.
There was a pretty good segment last night that Rachel Maddow did that was like, hey guys, it's no longer on the way, it's here, man. The authoritarian state, it's happening, you're in it.
Yeah, because they're going to try it in Texas and they're going to try it in a bunch of other states to try to make it so that even if they get crushed in the midterms, it'll mitigate the damage and they won't lose the House.
Right.
Well, I don't know, man. Y'all see, this is what I was saying before. Like, they made too much noise too early. If they would have did their Project 2025 starting next year, if they had to just left it and everything would have just been normal, they might have been able to lull everybody into a false sense of security. Oh, it's not going to be that bad. And he would have kept the base on his side and they would have been mad annoying. Yeah, go ahead. But they didn't do that. They decided to go for the brass ring on the first go round. Mistake. Big mistake.
Narrow or widen the aperture as much as you want. You can look at the very big picture or the small local picture anywhere in the country. And we try to do as much of both of those things as we can every week here on this show. But whether you're looking at small scale local stories or the biggest picture stories about what's happening in our country, the story is the same. And it is now an undeniable thing. We have crossed a line. We are in a place we did not want to be, but we are there. The thing we were all warning about for the last few years is not coming, it is here. We are in it. This is what it likes, it turns out. This is what it's like, right? I mean, it's August, it's a Monday, every day the sun rises and the sun sets, and there are, sports and movies, and there are new hit songs, there are scandals here and there are crimes. There's everybody's personal quotient of family drama and health worries and money worries and falling in and out of love and in and out of faith. Life has not stopped, and none of our personal lives have stopped. But also at the same time, life in the United States is profoundly changing, is profoundly different than it was even 6 months ago. Because we do now live in a country that has an authoritarian leader in charge. We have a consolidating dictatorship in our country. And it sounds melodramatic to say it, I know, but just go with that for a minute, right? Think in melodramatic terms. Think in cinematic terms. Imagine the cartoon level caricature of what you think a dictatorship looks like.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
I mean, it's secret police, right? A massive, anonymous, unbadged, literally masked, totally unaccountable internal police force that apparently has infinite funding, but no identifiable leadership.
That's what I'm
they
saying.
act in ways designed to instill maximum fear and use
Yeah, you don't think about
maximum force.
Better
I
picture.
mean, when you imagine an
Well, the handcuffs is fine. You don't think about who is actually in charge of ICE?
Homan.
Or is it who? Where does immigration fall under? What organization does immigration enforcement fall under? Is it DOJ? Is it fucking Homeland Security?
Homeland Security, I think, because it came with Homeland Security.
So it's Kristi Noem.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Or is it Homan? Or is it other people?
It's weird because he's the borders czar or whatever. So he has his little niche carved out, but I think in general, ATF and ICE are under HSI.
Because there's so many different levels to how they have this ICE operation going now, because they're supposed to also be working with local law enforcement and state law enforcement and the FBI and CIA. There's so many agencies now involved in immigration enforcement that weren't before.
Some cops that have no business being part of it.
Going back to the beginning of the episode, some cops who don't have any business doing any of that, but they think that they're fucking border agents now.
Yep.
authoritarian country, right?
Oh,
Which
real quick.
is masked.
Just because y'all are masked now, you're getting paid. If you're getting paid, we'll know who you are when the masks come off later.
Yeah.
So don't think all of y'all are just getting out of this scot-free and you're just following orders. We already had that court case go through. You can still go to jail for following orders. So keep it up. And the fact that y'all dumbasses are signing up, $50,000 signing bonus to go to jail. Is it worth it? Because you're gonna go to jail after this. You're gonna go to jail after this.
Yeah.
Secret police breaking people's car windows and snatching people off the streets and out of church parking lots and courtroom hallways and taking them away with no charges, no notice, no paperwork, no explanation, not letting them see lawyers. and then moving them secretly to what are effectively black site prisons, where they won't tell you who's there and where no one's allowed in to see what's going on.
Sounds like an invasion.
In that kind of a cartoon caricature of an authoritarian country, the one you might have imagined in melodramatic and cinematic terms ever before we got here, you would expect, right, that you'd have a scapegoated minority group blamed for all things. In our case, immigrants, right? And the new extraordinary powers and shows of force by the secret police, among other things. All these extraordinary powers and shows of force will be framed as necessary to stop this terrible internal enemy, right? Frame everything as immigration enforcement. Because for immigration enforcement, not only is all force justified, but maximum force is preferred. And they're trying to make it into a national entertainment to threaten to feed immigrants to alligators.
That is ridiculous. Inhumane.
Look up alligator baiters. Look that up. Give that a good no, not you right now. Don't
Not
do that.
me?
We can't
Okay,
put that
good.
on. We cannot put that on stream. Go see what the Floridians used to do with alligators and black folk. Go see.
Oh, I see.
Go see what they did for the babies. Go see.
In South Florida, right? They're making them eat off dishes on the floor like they're dogs. The Chrome Detention Center in Florida.
These are the Christians, by the way.
They want us to like that, right? The Republican Party wants to sell T-shirts about that. And if you think it's only about immigrants, take the president's own word for it when he says the homegrowns are next. And then he starts musing publicly about which Americans he intends to strip of their citizenship. I mean, in a cartoon caricature of an authoritarian country, displays of military might are not just for the country's external enemies, they're for the country's own people, right? Because in an authoritarian country, you turn military force inward toward the people of that country. And so now we've got these large and expanding military zones in multiple states where they have extended the legal boundaries of nearby military bases to include hundreds and hundreds of miles of nearby land. So they can give active duty US troops the power to arrest and search people on US soil. They're now doing that over hundreds of miles of territory in multiple states. Both The Intercept and The New Republic in the last couple of days have had new reporting about...
Oh, another super chat. Tim Ballum, 5 British pounds.
If you only knew how ridiculous that
wrong
statement was,
button.
you wouldn't have said it.
Mikey, the police in the U.S. When sacked just moved.
You're reading muted. My bad. Go ahead.
When the police in the U.S. get sacked or fired, they just move to another county/state with no repercussions. That is one of the things that does happen.
Yep. Until we find them and we catalog them. And then we put them on the Brady list so they can't ever testify in court again because they're liars and perjurers. Yep. And they should go to jail for that.
Yeah, they should.
Trump administration plans to permanently integrate the active duty U.S. military into,
exactly,
of course, immigration enforcement. So we will have our own U.S. military.
Another super chat from Kay.
2 buckaroos. Fascism is colonialism/imperialism brought home. Because, you know, you got to get America first.
America.
This country
Fascism.
was stone cold dead.
Fascism, the Americas first.
He'd come, maybe he wouldn't even come. I think maybe it wouldn't.
Troops mobilized on U.S. soil. U.S. military force turn inward on us in an ongoing and
Also. Oh, where'd it go?
It's gone.
Oh, no. It's gone. It's gone. All right. I'll keep going then.
permanent way for immigration enforcement, right? And
that's all. There are plenty of things that are bad and wrong, but it doesn't make them fascist.
Like they tried in LA to put down protests against the government, because those protests relate to immigration enforcement. What else do you think of when you think of authoritarian countries? I mean, in the worst case, you think of death camps. We don't have those. What we do have are black site prison camps, including huge new ones that are designed to hold thousands of people.
Hey, pause it real quick.
Biggest ones we've
They had to shut one of them down. I think it was in New York.
Oh, yes.
They were in an office building, and they were just holding people in a field, like a field office for like the CIA or something like that. They had like those detention cells, and they were just locking people in the room with the lights on for like the whole day, and then give them food twice. There's like that was the thing with the little bathrooms and the shit like that, where there was no privacy and shit, because it's not meant for holding people like that. And they're just grabbing people and sticking them into any federal building that they can find and shuffling them about so that people can't find them and get lawyers there.
Yep. That's what's going on.
That's all. There are plenty of things that are bad and wrong, but it doesn't make them fascist.
Well, these are fascist.
Have just been bidded out to contractors for construction, and they're building them now on U.S. military bases. And they say they want states to build them all over the country.
We ain't building shit.
In the cartoon caricature of an authoritarian state, there's secret police, there's prison camps, there's the scapegoated enemy on whom all things must be blamed and against whom all things are justified. Protests must be criminalized. Media must be intimidated into saying and doing what the leader wants, or they must be shut down, or both. Universities must be intimidated into saying and doing what the leader wants, or they must be shut down, or both. Law firms must be intimidated into not opposing him and saying and doing what he wants, or they must be shut down. And for institutions like that, it's not just the boldest or most strident critics of the president who must be shut down. It's the most mainstream, right? It's the most prestigious, the most credible, because that's what's so dangerous about them. There can't be any source of authority. There can't be any source of authoritative statements of fact that compete with what the leader insists must be the new truth. And so government departments will be stripped of their experts, and he will fire his way through them until they tell him things that he wants to be told. If you want to be a 4-star general or admiral in this military, you must now pass.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to. The president doesn't need to interview you for a 4-star general job. Isn't that what the joint chiefs are for?
Yes, that's what the SecDef is for.
Yeah,
but he can't stop fucking interrogating his own fucking employees. He doesn't have time. We're gonna have Marco do it, but he's already doing 15 other things.
A personal one-on-one interview with the president, who personally will decide if you are to his liking or not to be a flag officer in this military. The intelligence agencies will say that his strike on Iran obliterated their nuclear program because he likes that word, obliterated, and he said it once. And therefore, because he said it, it must be true. And if you say otherwise, you will be fired.
I didn't know he knew that word.
The Justice Department will say that the president won not just the last election, but he also won the one before that, the one he actually lost. And anybody who points out that Russia tried to help him win the one before that should be criminally charged for saying that, even though it's
Russia helped him.
Russia definitely. He asked Russia for help.
WikiLeaks. I love WikiLeaks. And Russia, if you're listening.
Yeah.
Bitch, you said it. I'm not crazy. It's on tape. You ain't got to argue with us.
Everyone forgets the Mueller report. The Mueller report said that he either wittingly or unwittingly was a Russian asset. He might have done it just because he's dumb.
Still did it.
He still did it. And the only reason he wasn't brought up on charges is because the DOJ doesn't prosecute sitting presidents.
The fools. They should.
They definitely should.
There's no reason why we still need that exemption. No. If you're going to fucking break the law brazenly, as we have seen that, I mean, up until now, everyone's been able to keep their fucking nose clean for the most part. And if they did get caught, they surrendered themselves like Nixon and took his impeachment and then took his pardon and went off into the sunset and died. This motherfucker said, no, I'm not crazy. You're crazy.
Right.
No, motherfucker, you crazy. And we remember.
We are not heading towards something like this. We are there. It is here. It is the environment in which we are now living. And so, given that you now live in a country with an authoritarian leader, the question is, What can you do for your country? The question is no longer how to prepare for this risk or how to try to avert it, but rather how to fight it now that it is here and in effect. And, you know, we're awake now. It's clear. We're all living here. It's very obvious that this is not going to get better on its own. This is not going to fix itself. An authoritarian just seeks more and more and more power throughout not just politics, but through all of society, systematically trying to eliminate any effective means of opposing him. This is a one-way ratchet if we leave it up to him. But that at least does give us some clarity for Americans who do not want to leave it up to him. Right? We're beyond waiting and seeing now. It is clear what is going on. It is clear now that these small d democratic tools that we've got right now as a country, these are as good as it is going to get. We are never going to have more resources to fight for our country than we do right now.
We're wrapping up.
And so Americans are using those tools, and it is worth paying attention to the ways they are doing it.
Oh, I'm coming up.
They are filming the secret police and publicizing everything they are doing.
Damn right.
Even when the secret police
You were talking
scream
about
and
this earlier.
threaten and say, you're not allowed to film us,
Go
they're
live.
filming them. They're following them everywhere they go. They're not letting them have the power of surprise. They are refusing to be afraid to watch them and record them and show what they are doing.
Follow them. It's not illegal for me to follow people.
We have opposition politicians, Democratic politicians, insisting on being let in, going to the black site immigration prisons and demanding to be let into them. We have Americans protesting outside those facilities and showing up and calling the media and pulling every string they can when someone they know or someone they know of gets taken. Americans are making it as sticky and annoying and awkward and embarrassing as possible for these guys, and that slows them down. Americans are badgering elected Republicans everywhere they're willing to show their faces, including tonight in Nebraska, Republican Congressman Mike Flood holding a town hall with his red state constituents.
I didn't know she caught this.
Hi, I implore you to be quiet so that we can hear his responses. Remember, Mike's coming up for a re-election, and we'd really like to know what his responses are. I'm Rosina. I write you emails with concerns of your voting behavior regarding Trump and his actions. You support him, especially confirming the cabinet. Your responses are riddled with misinformation and lies. I fact check you, and then I send the responses back. And I get
People
crickets.
working in his office must be.
If I am fact checking,
Oh shit, that's Rosina.
you are wrong in your response.
She is known in that office for sure.
I send them back to you, and I get crickets. I get kind of bummed. And this is not about partisan. This is about issues, because we're about to lose our democracy.
My question is
Lunar
fiscal.
4.
With $450 million
girl.
dollars being reallocated to open Alligator Alcatraz and $600 million taxpayer FEMA dollars being used to now open more concentration camps, and ICE burning through $8.4 million a day to illegally detain people, how much does it cost for fascism? How much do the taxpayers have to pay for a fascist country?
He's like, we're actually going to be saving money.
Tonight at a town hall held by Republican
Useful
Congressman Mike
dumbass.
Flood,
Oh,
hearing
no.
from his constituents tonight. We have total clarity now on what Trump's intentions are for the country. But I mean it when I say we. The country gets it and is more against it than they've
We are
ever
not
been.
confused.
Nope.
And opposing this administration and what Trump is trying to do is turning out to be the story of the century.
Oh, it ends there. Okay.
All right. My groceries are coming soon, and there's alcohol in it, so that means I have to be there for it.
Okay.
So that means we have one final birthday clip.
Oh my God.
I present to you the greatest tribute to the birth of my life. I present to you the The Alabama dock brawl.
Arrest warrants
of
have been
August
issued for at
5th.
least 4 people after this brawl in Montgomery,
Yes.
Alabama.
Yes, let the
Witnesses say it
energy
started when this crew member in the white
course through
uniform
your
tried to
veins.
move a pontoon boat being
Hold on.
used by a group of white men. The boat was blocking a large river boat from docking.
Those guys who parked there were told not to leave it there, and they left it there.
A man confronts the dock worker and then several people join in, outnumbering the crew member. This woman kicking the man while he was down.
You just felt so helpless for that man. Like there's 5 or 6 of them on him.
That's when witnesses, most if not all of them black, rushed to the man's aid, one even swimming to the dock to join in.
Yeah.
The fight turning
Yeah.
into a full-on melee. Violence
He was doing shit
escalating.
for his
One
job.
man was detained after using a chair as a weapon. Police confirm these videos are part of their investigation. Missouri's mayor, officers detained several reckless individuals for attacking a man who was doing his job.
They're gonna have to determine. He wasn't doing shit for his job.
Where do you think it came from?
Who, in fact, really was, if any, were engaged in acts of legitimate self-defense, legally justified self-defense, versus individuals who may be charged with being aggressors, who were initiating.
The mayor is holding a news conference today, and when asked if the brawl was racially motivated, he said he could not confirm nor deny it.
They call them a whole bunch of things. So
Yeah, it was.
In conclusion, y'all, let me do this screen right here. In conclusion, y'all, thank you so much for the support. All that stuff's going to get transferred over. I think we got to do a little conversion because a lot of it's in pounds. So thank you.
Well, yeah,
all of
you
yous.
will convert for us. So
Okay, cool. So all proceeds from today's show will be going to Save a Fox. I think I put the link below, and if not, I'll add it post, and you guys can check that out. Go support them. The story is sad, but it's Aug 5th, motherfuckers. You want our motherfucking democracy? I got a chair for your ass. All right, we ain't going out like no punks. So like, comment, subscribe, all the good shit. We will see you tomorrow.
yeah,
Bye.
tomorrow for a dinner table.
Bye.